In this presentation, starting from previous drawing, I will show you some possibilities, where we can use parameters. First, I will run a new macro, to insert some geometric objects into the drawing, as you can see. Next, I will add dimension to circle and line, with drive geometry option. Next, I will run another macro, to connect these dimensions to parameters. As you can see, instantly, the circle and line took the default dimension of the parameters, and the geometry adapts to them. Also, in the specification tree, were added formulas between parameters and dimensions. So, if I change the parameter value, the geometry will adapt to it. Manually, I can add a formula to each dimension, connected to a parameter, in order to achieve the same thing as macro. This can be done, directly from dimension, or from the formula window, as presented next. You can see, that the parameter drives the dimension, and the line and circle adopted the new parameter value. Next, I will run the last macro, and you can see the result. Formatted text was inserted, in required position, and also connected to parameters, as you can observe. You can find the utility of this text linked to parameters by using it in a title block or in a bill of material. Manually, to link a text to a parameter, you should do the following steps, as presented. After selecting the whole text, or only the desired string, you should right-click outside the text editor window, and from contextual menu, add attribute link, then select the parameter, the value, and click OK to connect them. Now, I will show you the code behind each used macro. In this macro, are the instructions for creating the frame, line, and circle. These are useful, in case you want to create your own frame and title block. Of course, they can be added into the background view, but more explanation on this topic, you will find in V5 Automation Help, pre-installed with the software. In the next macro, is defined a multi-value length parameter, then is created a formula between it, and circle radius dimension. Next, a single value length parameter, and also the formula between it, and line dimension. In the last macro, is defined a string multi-value parameter, next added a text, into desired position, formatted and connected to the defined string parameter. Then, added other texts in position, but this time, connected to existing parameters in the drawing. Also a multiline text was inserted, just to see the code. So, at changing the parameter default value, the text will automatically take the new value, because of its created link. I hope you will found some useful things in this presentation. In the next presentation, I will show you how to acquire new code lines to work with.